an update. It's really better already just from everything I did last night.
So I finally had enough complaining about my skin, so I decided to multi-mask last night. I used a seaweed and clay mask on the parts that were the most congested, and then on the dry, ridiculous parts I used my favorite moisturizing mask. And of course, never underestimate the power of a mist when the heat is on. But enough about that. It's coffee time, and we are going to need it because we are about to talk about some science. I mentioned yesterday, if you caught it, that I have started carb cycling a little bit, so I'm here to talk about what that means. So before we talk about how or why to do it, I want to say this. Carb cycling requires really careful data collection. If you are not used to tracking your food, or you think tracking your food is just a way to be shamed or judged about your food choices, I know a lot of my clients who might be watching this might think that's why I have them track their food, but it's really just so we could ever get to a point of doing something like this to help boost their results. Anyway, you have to have the data to carb cycle. If that is not a part of your life, don't do it, because it's not something that you can eyeball. But if you're ready to be a carb detective with me, just know that at the heart, carb cycling means that some days you eat carbs that look like this, and other days you eat carbs that look like this. Determining how you split your days and what your numbers look like exactly is something for a professional, but for me right now, I'm doing one day at 30 to 40%, followed by 2 days at 10 to 15% of my intake from carbs. That is just what works for me, and really what it helps make me do is eat enough protein, and also helps my body to drop water that it might have been retaining. A lot of my progress will just come from a calorie decrease anyway, and from the release of that water. I know that, and you should do if you're going to try a protocol like carb cycling. And here's what one of my lower carb days looks like. I started off with some scrambled eggs that had red pepper mixed in and a little bit of kiwi on the side. Then for lunch, and basically also for dinner, I just didn't film it twice, I had one of these stuffed peppers with some almonds, some avocado, and some cottage cheese. And if you're wondering, that is a little nutritional yeast there on top of the avocado. So I cooked these stuffed peppers before I had really gotten on my vlog game. So here is the recipe and what I did. Basically, I learned to cut peppers in half the long way rather than taking the top off, because that takes way too long to bake for me. I don't have that kind of attention span. So I just cut the peppers in half, put them in the oven to soften for about 10 minutes while I browned the ground beef and veggies, added in some onion. Then I filled the peppers with the beef, topped the whole thing with a little bit of freshly grated cheese, and baked it off. It baked in about 20 to 30 minutes, and make sure you cover your peppers with foil so that they don't dry out. The end product is super delicious and also really portable. I mean, put it in a wrapper, but it's portable. Aside from eating, I had a lot of work to do today, but I also did some decorating for the impending holiday. So if you haven't decorated for Christmas yet, come decorate along with me. And not only did I do a little bit around the house, but I also got up to some decorating in another location that is near and dear to me. I mean, it's not the worst dumbbell Christmas tree you've ever seen. I hope this will help it feel a little festive in the studio and help keep people motivated and on their game, because at the end of the day, getting it done is better than doing it perfectly. Just gotta get in there, get your workout done, whatever it is you need to do, just do it. Speaking of just do it, I snuck in a workout. It was like 10 o'clock at freaking night, but here is what I did. I sped this one up because I'll just put the numbers on the screen for you. Yeah. But you could definitely do this one at home with me as well. This is a lot of my favorite floor moves. They're not going to get your heart rate up, so if you do have to work out late at night, this is the way to do it. And this workout is all about abs and glutes. I had wanted to get in upper body today, but that is going to have to happen in the morning.
Thanks for carb cycling and decorating with me today, and maybe even working out. Did you do it? I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 7, a whole week of daily vlogs, a first for me. If you've been liking these, make sure to like them, and if you don't want to miss any, make sure you subscribe. And if there's anything else you want to hear about, I have almost 20 more days of doing this. So leave me a comment down below and let me know what health or fitness question I can answer for you. Because despite the fact that this is my kind of personal journey that I've been vlogging, I am a fitness professional and I'm mostly here for you guys.